And so we decided to start a band, and initially the band was just a Creedence Clearwater cover band to play in bars and hopefully make enough money to where we could buy some art supplies. But people caught on. These rednecks in our hometown started taking off their big 10-gallon hats and going, woohoo, you guys are great. And all of a sudden we decided, well, maybe we can make some more money at this. To heck with art, because music isn't art.
They had a peculiarity. Instead of clapping, they'd grab their suspenders and flip them. It was really wild. Well, we're number whatever in the charts.
It helped it in distribution, you know. They got out and did a good job at distributing.
Yeah, DGC is a great company. They really know how to promote us, and I see our records everywhere, in every store we go into. It's really nice to know that people can buy it any time.
That's basically what we wanted. We just wanted people to have a chance to buy our record. We didn't know that so many people would buy it.
We weren't prepared for it, and it's never been a main goal of ours. You know, we really don't care about anything like that. We just want to put out a good record, and hopefully the people who liked our first album would like this one also. And I mean, of course we want to make a comfortable living at it, to at least be able to eat, you know, and travel on tour. But as far as like getting in the top 10, we don't care at all. We know it won't happen, you know, it won't last for very long, so
especially like, hopefully we just want that like where we come from, like the underground or the alternative scene, people, if they buy our record and they like it, they'll try to find out where we came from, and they'll discover bands like Sonic Youth and Melvins and Dinosaur Jr. and I can just go on and on, Mudhoney, and blah 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 blah, and
Shonen Knife,
Captain America, just kind of change things, kind of kick out the old guard and bring some freshness back in music. I don't know if the mainstream deserves it, but mankind might be redeemable, so. But the underground's always been there.
Yeah, it's always been available to the public. It's just that there haven't been very many opportunities for bands who are aware of underground music to promote it, you know, in a mainstream sense. It doesn't happen very often, so people forget after a few years, like, you know, the Sex Pistols were in the top 10 years ago. The Clash, the Ramones, Blondie. It's always been there.
Plus, it was just a good friend of ours who did the strings.
Yeah,
it wasn't like some hired studio musician.
Yeah, it wasn't. In fact, we knew we wanted a cello on one song, but we kind of forgot about it until the last day. There was only like one more day to do it, and we were at a party, and we decided to ask our friends if they knew anyone who played cello, and just so happens one of our good friends played, so we brought him in the next day, and he did it.
Like Nirvana. Would you like to be on it?
Love it, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Because they're great, basically. They're the best band ever in the whole world.
What do you like about them?
They're just so raw. The music, it's just got so much power in it. So it's brilliant.
I could see you wearing a Nirvana t-shirt.
Yeah.
You've been to see them many times before?
Oh, I've been twice this year already, and I'm going again in London, so I'm a bit of a fan, really. So.
And so, have you bought the latest album?
Yeah, I've got both of them, yeah. I've been to see them about 3 times before.
Which album do you prefer?
The latest one's the best, I reckon, definitely.
Why do you like it the best?
I don't know, I just play it all the time. It's always played in our kitchen. It's our favourite.
And what's your favourite track on the new album?
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
What do you think of the show tonight?
Oh, bloody brilliant.
Yeah?
Getting excellent, no worries.
Were you down the front?
Yeah, right at the front. I saw him at Sheffield on Thursday. No worries there, but even better today. So.
Was it pretty wild down the front tonight?
Not as wild as Saturday. No, not Saturday, Sheffield. But we're alright.
Had you seen them before this tour?
No. I want to see him at Reading, but couldn't get a ticket.
Have you been a fan of theirs for some time?
About 15 months. So.
Right, so was it mostly since Nevermind came out that you got into it? Or have you got Bleach as well?
Bleach. Got Bleach, you got the import, Sliver import. That's well sound, best song ever, that.
Will you be going to see them again on this tour? Where are you going to?
I don't know, wherever I can get a ticket.
Okay, thanks very much. So how long have you been a fan of Nirvana?
Since I first heard of Sub Pop, I suppose. Like a Sub Pop race.
Have you seen them many times before?
About 4 or 5 times. And this is the second lot of t-shirts I bought. These are for friends. Crimbo prezzies, by the way.
And do you like the new album?
Stonking. Absolutely superb. You couldn't have asked for more off Nirvana, really.
There are a lot of people in the town, and usually when there's a large city, there are a lot of bands. I don't know why they're all good. But those bands that you just mentioned, Tad, Mudhoney, and Soundgarden, are pretty much the only bands from Seattle I personally have liked. The rest of them I don't really care for that much. So I think there are at least a handful of good bands in every city.
We grew up on industry rock. While we were young, you know, like Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith and stuff like that. And earlier on, we were into the Beatles. But I think the style of music that most affected us while we were teenagers was punk rock. It pretty much changed our lives. It made us realize that you don't have to be a good musician. You just have to appreciate music and understand passion. You just want to have a good time.
Punk rock to a child with adrenaline problems is like a dream come true.
How have we defined our music? Rock and roll, punk rock, music.
Hard rock. Hard pop rock. Hard pop rocks popping on your tongue. Crickling and crackling.
Maybe REM.
Yeah, REM's great.
It just seems that, you know, a lot of the mainstream commercial bands are just, you know, they're just mega money machines, and they're not willing to do anything different because
it's not challenging musically.
And it's not
the same
financially feasible, you know.
A lot of the rock bands are just like Aerosmith, Hanoi Rocks, rehashes, you know, to the point where all the singers look the same, guitar players have the same moves, the same sound. It's a commodity is all it is.
You don't really have control over it, though, in certain areas. I mean, if people are going to write about you, you can't do anything about it. All you can do is refuse to do interviews. I mean, you're still going to get your pictures taken, and, you know, they're going to write about you if they want to or not. So, in that sense, there's nothing you can do about it. But I don't think that if you have the same values that we do, there's any threat of us, like, being sucked into the way of thinking that most corporate labels do. You know, we're not going to just worry about our career in the business sense of it at all. It doesn't matter. It never has, so there's no reason for us to change now. Everyone that we work with well. You know, they understand us, so there's no threat of that, I don't think. I think that mentality has been pretty much exhausted by this time. I mean, we have been proven by our fans that they still like us. I mean, we've sold out all the shows on this tour, and there's still a lot of people who were into our early album are into it now. So, yeah, I don't think it really matters anymore. And bands like Sonic Youth and us and Dinosaur Jr. and a lot of other bands like the Pixies, have proven that you can be on a major and still do what you want. It's just a new thing, so it'll take a while for people to realize it.